Hello, people of St. Augustine. We are now in the season of Advent. Advent is a great season in the life of the church in which we specifically get ready for the coming of Jesus. But so much of the promises of Advent are asking us to look ahead to a time that will come in which the promises of God, the ways of God, the presence of God will be different in our midst. And we will be different because of what's going to happen in Advent. And what we do in the season is move toward that time. We also are called to trust that these promises of Advent and live into the promises of Advent so that we can be something different. This Monday, which was December 1st, we had a milestone in our history. 70 years ago on December 1st, something special happened in Montgomery, Alabama. Rosa Parks, an African-American woman, refused to give up her seat on the segregated bus in Montgomery. A white man asked for the seat, which he had the right to do by law, and she refused. She said she refused because she was tired. She was tired of giving in, to be treated unequally, to be treated unfairly. And as a Christian, she knew that in Christ, we're all children of God. That in Christ, there's neither slave nor free, male nor female, Jew nor Greek. We are one. And she believed that promise. It wasn't true at that time, at least in her world where she lived in Montgomery, Alabama, but she believed it. She claimed that promise when she refused to give up her seat. What she did prompted what we know as the Montgomery bus boycott, in which the African-American citizens of Montgomery refused to ride public transportation, and they filed a lawsuit claiming the illegality of that law. A year later, the bus boycott was still going strong, and a year later, the United States Supreme Court declared that segregated bus system of Montgomery, Alabama was unconstitutional. What Rosa Parks did on December 1st, 1955 was claim the promises of Advent, claim the promises of God's paths, of God's justice, of God's presence in our midst. That is what we're called to do during this season. Yes, we get ready for Jesus to be born. Yes, we celebrate all the wonders of that. But what we're also doing is making a place in our hearts for this Jesus, the Prince of Peace, the embodiment of love and the light of the world to be born into our hearts. And what we can do during this season is believe it, live into it, and make it a reality in our lives. That's what Rosa Parks had the courage and the faith and the belief to do. May we do that as well. Step into the love, step into the grace, step into the reconciliation and mercy of this Jesus, and let him be born into our hearts. Let's have a blessed Advent together, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you Sunday. Bye.